I just love the way you sing. You really blow me away. I just love to bring a unique energy. I just love how you sing. You blow me away. Cynthia Erivo, ArianaGrande, grandiose visions of bliss and lovely eye candy. I wanna watch Wicked again and again. Galinda, El Faber, oh my God, so beautiful. The magical duo, a duet that can shake heaven. Oh my good gracious. Can we face this? The reality that maybe the wicked witch of the West is actually good and Galinda is bad. Yo, too strong. That tea's too strong.
Sometimes you just feel tired, feel weak, and when you feel weak, you feel like you want to just give up. But you gotta search within you, try to find that inner strength, just pull that shit out of you, and get that motivation to not give up, and not give it up, no matter how bad you want to just fall flat on your face, collapse.
Till I collapse, I'm spilling these raps, long as you feel them, till the day that I drop, you'll never say that I'm not killing them, cause when I am not, then I'ma stop pinning them, and I am not hip-hop, and I'm just not Eminem. Subliminal thoughts when I'ma stop sending them. Women are caught in webs, spin them in hawk venom. Adrenaline shots of penicillin could not get the illin to stop. Amoxicillin's just not real enough. The criminal cop killing hip-hop, filling a minimal swap to cop millions of pop listeners. You're coming with me, feel it or not, you're gonna fear it like I shows you the spirit of God lives in us. You hear it a lot, lyrics are shock. Is it a miracle or am I just product of pop? Bustin' up, but sizzle my whistle, this is the plot. Listen up, you business for God, Slizzle does not give a fuck.
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out. Am I high? Perhaps I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out. Am I high? I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse.
Music is like magic. There's a certain feeling you get when you reel and you spit, and people are feeling your shit. This is your moment, and every single minute you spend trying to hold on to it, cause you may never get it again. So while you're in it, try to get as much shit as you can, and when your run is over, just admit when it's at its end. Cause I'm at the end of my wits with half the shit that gets in. I got a list, here's the order of my list that it's in. It goes Reggie, Jessie, Tupac, and Biggie, Andre from Outkast, Jada, Corrupt, Nas, and Demi. But in this industry, I'm the cause of a lot of envy. So when I'm not put on this list, the shit does not offend me. That's why you see me walk around like nothing's bothering me, even though half you people got a fucking problem with me. You hate it, but you know respect you got to give me. The presence wet dream like Bob and your Whitney. Nate hit me.
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out. Am I high? Perhaps I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out. Am I high? I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse.
Soon as a verse starts, I eat it at MC's heart. What is he thinking? I'm not to go against me, smart, and it's absurd how people hang on every word. I'll probably never get the props I feel I ever deserve, but I'll never be served. My spot is forever reserved. If I ever leave Earth, that would be the death of me first. Cause in my heart of hearts, I know nothing could ever be worse. That's why I'm clever when I put together every verse. My thoughts are sporadic. I act like I'm an addict. I rap like I'm addicted to smack, like I'm Kim Mathers. But I don't wanna go forth and back in constant battles. The fact is I would rather sit back and bomb some rappers. So this is like a full-blown attack. I'm launching at 'em. The track is on some battling raps and want some static. Cause I don't really think that the fact that I'm slim matters. A black and platinum status is whack if I'm not the baddest.
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out. Am I high? Perhaps I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my high heels, I'ma rip this shit till my bones. Until the roof comes off. The roof comes off.
Until my legs give out from
underneath me.
I will not fall. I will stand tall. Feels like no one can beat me.
Hello to my stinky little friend.
Oh yeah, we are right back up on this. It's gonna be an amazing show on deck. This is the sweet life of Damo and Entertainment Review. I feel like Cole Sprouse, so yeah. Today on Entertainment Review, we speak about Wicked for Good, the sequel and final chapter in the Wicked series. We went to the cinema to see it. Cinema, I wish to be cinema. I wish to indulge you by sharing my key experience from the cinema going experience. With this, I'll speak about Wicked for Good's chances at the Oscars, which for my money are pretty excellent. Watch and learn as we speak candidly about groundbreaking sequels and what it means to make a perfect sequel. We shall also look at Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I also saw that in cinema, starring Jessie Eissenberg from Social Network, Dave Franco from Together, and Woody Harrelson from The Hunger Games. Okay, I hope you're hungry, okay, because we're gonna eat up some movies. Yay. Firstly, in our hunt for the perfect sequel, we shall look at The Godfather. He made me an offer I couldn't refuse. The Godfather is unique in that it not only changed how cinema shows gangsters, but it made us all want to be Vito Corleone. I make him an offer I couldn't refuse. The Godfather and The Godfather 2 are arguably the best movies of all time. Why? Why Quentin Tarantino? Well, because, gangsters and stuff. I mean, Pulp Fiction's amazing too, slap in the back. Because Godfather won Best Picture at the Oscars, and just when you thought it couldn't do it again, Part 2 went on to also win Best Picture at the Oscars. It is a rare thing, a fix to have such an occurrence happening. The Godfather thus holds the record for being the only film to have its original and its direct sequel both win Best Picture at the Oscars. Absolutely awesome. The only other sequel to ever win a Best Picture Oscar is The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. That third installment won an amazing 11 Oscars thanks to Peter Jackson and his amazing vision, paying off in such a handsome way that had everyone grinning from ear to ear. The Lord of the Rings changed cinema too because it inspired the Odyssey revolution. Suddenly people were interested in magical characters like Merlin, Robin Hood, and Smeagol, my precious. Films that speak about folklore and ancient kingdoms set in a time where thoughts and actions of medieval were born. Films like Harry Potter, The Chronicles of Narnia, and even Pirates of the Caribbean soon followed. Its franchise grossed billions at the box office. It was mayhem in the early 2000s. Before the onset of superheroes films, there was the era of the epic movies. Usually such films were actually biblical stories reinvented to meet the needs of ordinary you and me, where we are extraordinary human beings, but we don't always like the press, okay?
The enemy will never let Aragorn come to the throne of Gondor.
It is time. Give him the sword of the king.
Become who you were born to be.
Precious sleepy eyes.
He means to murder us.
I'm not sending him away. Come to me.
One of the greatest stories of all time about a hobbit. The greatest stories of all time about little people and how they saved the world from the apocalypse. The rings of power might just corrupt you. How do we stop it? How do we win? The return of the king is what we are waiting for. I wanna see a hero save us. The return of the king to save the world again.
We shall see the Shire again.
You gave away your life's grace. I cannot protect you anymore.
Winner of 11 Academy Awards, The Return of the King is arguably the greatest sequel of all time. The Lord of the Rings franchise changed the world and inspired the likes of Game of Thrones and the Chronicles of Narnia to make their mark. Thank you, Elijah Wood. Thank you so much. I feel pretty, cinema pretty, I feel pretty. Yeah, we're gonna enjoy movies tonight. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Oh yeah.
Different than any other powerful man who's responsible for other people.
If I had this part in the picture, it puts me right back up on top again.
This Hollywood big shot's gonna give you what you want.
Before the onset of superhero films, we had epic movies. Such films were actual biblical reinterpretations to help human beings analyze their life and what everything really means, you know. So it's gonna be amazing. Unless we're playing games, then it's push to start. I love video games and I also love Tyler's music a lot. Notable, get your mind out of the gutter. Okay, I'll do that, but first I need her number. Just kidding, folks. Just kidding. If the mid-2000s were the era of the epic films, then the 70s must have been the time of gangsters. It's raining gangsters, hallelujah, they're gonna shoot you. Say hello to my little friend. That's right, they're mobsters. Even the 80s were also mobsterish. A lot of them started squealing about their actions to television directors and showrunners to reduce their prison sentences. So what we had was this renaissance of the gangster film. Francis Ford Coppola was determined to bring the gangster version of Al Capone that we had never seen to our screens. And so he began adapting a screenplay from Mario Puzo's masterpiece novel, The Godfather. In The Godfather, a nasty no-nonsense mob boss sees his drug kingdom crumbling. Because of his greedy actions, his enemies have gotten the best of him. He secretly signed a deal to double-cross his own children and expose them for the weaklings that he believes them to be. My children are very weak. I must test them. In The Godfather, Vito Corleone's biggest enemy is not the rival mob families that want his title, but his own sons, believe it or not. Last time we did talk about how the whole assassination attempt on Vito Corleone was a fraud. Vito is surely not dumb enough to let Fredo be his only bodyguard at the farmer's market. Fredo, you broke my heart. You should have defended me. In fact, if you pay attention to the way, Vito was falling after getting shot. Oh, I'm tired. It was overly dramatic. This is because it was all a play and Fredo himself was in on it. Oh my god. Holy smokes, I need another remorse pastor to understand this situation. Vito planned to ruin his children by faking his own death. Just like the father and mother of Bruce Wayne, the prophecy said Michael Corleone would lead the Corleones out of their crime ways and pave a new day, a new destiny for the entire family. Vito could not let this happen, see? Crime is all he knew. It paid for everything, including Michael and his brother's Fredo's school. Vito gained an enviable reputation of being a ruthless crime lord. My god, he was so bad. He wasn't going to let it go just like that. Michael, in fact, knew that his father was growing older and needed to appoint a successor. But his daddy chose to confess that he never wanted to abandon his lovely throne. I worked so hard to bring this home. And so Vito Corleone devised a plan to ruin his son's life, fake his death, then have his sons easily ambushed by their rivals who were supposed to kill their sons, but they got their ass whooped, okay? Things didn't go as planned though. The gun that was set to fire at Vito Corleone was replaced at the last minute with an actual gun. It was supposed to be fake, but it was real. Actual bullets were used to blow him to heaven and leave his legacy in the hands of his children. No, I'm getting shot for you. When Fredo realized that his father was about to die, Daddy, Papa, no, I love you, Papa. He tried to defend him, but the gun jammed, though he panicked. He couldn't bring his hands to let loose his ammunition. This scene was no accident. Fredo was being controlled using telekinesis by Vito Corleone himself. Even in his death, Vito didn't want his son to overtake him and show that he is the one who is brave. He would rather die than let any of his children defend him or avenge him. For that reason, even when the gun was rigged with real bullets, Vito chose to be bullish and die like a man in the streets. Wow, that is very ugly. I died on my feet, not on my hands. Genius in a way, in the sense of villainry. What followed was an inevitable power struggle between Michael and his step-siblings. Hey, I'm the boss. No, I'm the boss. No, I'm the boss. Let's have some pasta. Okay, each one of them used a unique direction, either playing the weak, dumb victim or showing irrational actions that could destroy everyone. Sorry boy, your temper is too much. Don't disturb me when I'm having a tirade. James Caan is an award-winning icon and legend with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He's one of the GOATs. He's often regarded as one of the greatest ever actors. His major television appearances include The Godfather Part 1 and Part 2, Get Smart, the television series in the 60s, and also Get Smart, the movie alongside Steve Carell. He also starred in The Thief, Elf, Santa's Slate, Family Guy, The Simpsons, and even the 2006 video game version of The Godfather, playing Sonny Corleone. Once again, James Caan, who sadly passed on in 2022 due to complications surrounding COVID-19, is forever immortalized through the screen. His high and mighty bully type persona as Sonny contrasted the otherwise moody and reserved Michael Corleone. Sonny is portrayed as a macho man, whilst Michael is seen as a coward, a weakling. He just knows how to do accounts. Who cares about accounting? My father is dead, you should save him. A weakling who can't even defend himself when he's abused by a crooked policeman. They bitch slapped Michael Corleone. It was the best day of my life. I hate that man so much. Okay. Secretly, the man who bitch slapped Michael Corleone was working for his father. And Michael just took it on kind of like, turn the other cheek. Today you slap me, tomorrow I'll blow your head away. Okay. Yeah. So Sonny, for this reason, is seen as the favorite to take over because, Vito doesn't trust Michael. Sonny is supposed to take over Vito Corleone's drug dealing kingdom, but even him acts a bit too stupid sometimes, so, Vito is not sure. However, when push comes to shove, Sonny lays down his boxing gloves and instead plots against his own family. He proved to be, in fact, more cowardly than his brothers, certainly. Why is that? Because rather than face up to the challenge of his father's enemies taking over the drug trade, he instead chose to do something that's not so brave. What's that? Help me, my husband just beat me up. I'm coming to defend you. Well, he fights with his stepsister's or secret lover's husband. She was having problems with him because she wanted to prove he was a wimp, so she would provoke her husband by punching and kicking him until he retaliates. I've had bad enough of you. I don't care if you're Corleone's daughter. Then and only then would she scream she was right, my husband is a evil man. This would cause a chain reaction in which the overzealous, overreactive stepbrother Sonny Corleone would step in to teach his lover's husband a lesson. Why, I'm gonna break your face. In a famous scene, Sonny punched and kicked his stepsister's husband in the middle of the streets whilst everyone was watching. I'm the big boss around here. Truth is, this show's strength was premature and more like that of a jealous ape. Sonny couldn't comprehend that his problems were much bigger than he fixed. Truth is, both his stepsister and her husband set Sonny up. Sonny's naughty sister was not just a player, but a clever princess, who used her flair as a woman to bring men to ruin. She deliberately provoked her husband into fighting her so that she could get Sonny to defend her. In defending her, the knight in shining armor, Sonny, signed his own death warrant. His stepsister's husband was a mob king in waiting. I'm a mob boss. His family had ties with the Corleones. They wanted, they demanded a challenge from someone who thought they were strong enough so that they could humiliate them. Sonny was set up to be murdered as a bloody gift for Christmas. You'll be swimming with the fishes soon. When he's ambushed by what I would call cowardly gunmen, this is for my brother. Son is brutally murdered by men who were too scared to face him in a fight. Sure, he was strong, but they didn't want to dare destiny, right? I don't want to get punched in the face. That guy looks strong. They had to rig everything to their advantage, including choosing the turf and ambushing Sonny's bodyguards before the fight would even happen. The mob don't fear being portrayed as weak. It actually excites them, knowing that they will have to use even 100 gunmen just to take one man down. I must take him down. Such is the nature of their satanic endeavors. They take pleasure in brutal murders. Sonny's death was an important chess piece in Vito Corleone's game of chess. His despicable act of betrayal. He himself set the gunmen to ambush and murder his own son. No. And then began pretending that he was saddened by the event. Look how they butchered my boy. Son, I loved him like a son. Oh, sir, he was your son. Yeah, but he was a bit too stupid and cocky. With Sonny out of the way, Vito only had Michael, the perceived weakling who prefers brain over macho brawn. Mathematician, always doing accounting. I don't like him. Fredo, the dim-witted, girl-obsessed gambler who doesn't know what the difference between a gangster and a common hustler is. And Tom Hagen, the obvious choice, but too goody two-shoes to do the dirty job. Is he a lawyer? Can't let a lawyer take over. Played by Hollywood legend Robert Duvall. Vito, despite loving them all somewhat, I might be wrong, saw these men as too inept to succeed him. He felt threatened by their overachievements and would rather die than let his family business be placed in their hands. Over my dead, stinking, rich body, I'm rich and I'm handsome, and I'm Marlon Brando, bitch. When Michael ascends to the throne, Vito Corleone is so heartbroken by his cowardly son's achievement that he vows revenge. I don't know if you guys noticed something about the Godfather.
Responsible for other people.
If I had this part in the picture, it puts me right back up on top again.
This Hollywood big shot's gonna give you what you want.
He says there's no chance.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't.
You know my father. Men
And
are coming
if
here
you
to kill him.
refuse the offer,
Now you wanna get
gonna
mixed up in the family
blow
business?
you away. Capiche?
I thought you weren't going to become a man like your father.
There's something so amazing about The Godfather because the events in the film sort of mirrored life, right? Michael Corleone was played by Al Pacino. At the time, Marlon Brando was Al Pacino. He was the greatest actor of all time. And Michael Corleone was the man who was going to succeed him. And the directors actually were skeptical about placing an unknown person like Al Pacino in the role of Michael Corleone. They wanted someone who was more famous. Maybe Robert De Niro at the time. But they chose Al Pacino as a gamble. Well, guess what? Now we could say Al Pacino sort of took over from Marlon Brando and is now also considered one of the greatest actors of all time. So in the same way, Michael Corleone was succeeding his father. So there's that kind of rivalry. The Marlon Brando fans don't like Al Pacino's performance, and likewise, Al Pacino fans don't really like Marlon Brando. It's crazy. It's beautiful. It's poetic justice. So when the situation escalates in the family, Michael is forced to go on the run after murdering the men that had tried to kill him and his dad. Well, he was the one who stepped up to show, I have cojones, I am the swinging that can take revenge. By avenging his father's death, Michael created a lot of problems for himself. He soon became known as the most hated man in New York. But I was trying to help my family. Yeah, but they don't want you to be the heir, okay? I don't even want to breathe the same air with you. When he returns from Sicily, a place he was hiding in Italy, Michael is greeted with fake smiles and grins from people who want to kill him. This guy. Hi, Michael. I love you, Michael. I heard you led this podcast. Amazing. Okay. He soon takes his place as the mob king, whilst Vito Corleone is recovering. Vito then reluctantly chooses Michael as his successor on condition that he follows the footsteps of his professor and stepfather, that is Vito Corleone, I am still the Godfather. You have to kiss the ring. Michael is asked to dismantle the mob one by one and kill all the snakes that wanted his father gone and out of the way. Well, this might be confusing for those following. I promise I can explain everything. Give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Yes, Vito Corleone had to double-cross his own friends, but they also double-crossed him because they put real bullets when they say they're gonna rig it with fake bullets. Also, double-crossing is a mob thing. He had to double-cross his own friends to achieve this end, but realize that these are mob men. There is no honor amongst them at any time without realizing they could go against even their own children. Every man or woman for themselves when shit hits the fan. The opening scene of Batman, The Dark Knight, has the very same meaning. The Joker hires bank robbers to impersonate him, then rob banks in Gotham. Each one of the robbers doesn't actually know what the Joker looks like, so they choose to double-cross him by murdering their accomplice. Are you the Joker? I'm gonna shoot you, pow. Each man tries to shoot and kill the Joker, but ends up missing. He is a phantom, not a man like you and me. Plus, when you try to shoot him, he ends up shapeshifting to a different dimension, leaving you with bloody hands after you mistakenly shot your own friend or you shot yourself. Like, he's a boogeyman. The Joker fooled everyone on the mission by promising them the big score if they can either kill him or every one of their friends to achieve their criminal end. In the end, the Joker succeeds in getting the bank robbers to double-cross each other, only for him to double-cross them too and get away with the loot. Hey, did the Joker tell you to kill the other guy? No, he told me to kill the bus driver. Pow, pow. I'm the Joker. The Joker then walks away, almost scot-free, with huge bags of money in a bus. This is all symbolic. The reason why he stole a bus, he wanted to prove that he's outclassing everybody with his school bus. The theme of is no honor among his thieves. That is exactly what happens, just differently in the Godfather universe. Michael's father, Vito Corleone, initially goes against him and his brothers, but later starts helping Michael defeat his own friends and family members. When Michael seeks revenge against those who tried to hurt him, he is seen as a horrible man, but he's just carrying out his own father's instructions. In fact, he's also just a secret agent being used by the government to ambush the mob and lock them up in prison. Michael, in many ways than one, is similar to Bruce Wayne. He is seen as a bad man simply because he's not the favorite. People wanted his brothers to take over and not him, goddammit. But Michael doesn't care about that. He runs away from emotions and sentiments and instead chooses logic to be his best friend. His greatness is harnessed by using intelligence, wit, and charm to win over his enemies before slowly destroying them. In The Godfather 2, Michael carefully calculates his moves. He infiltrates powerful organizations and governments before winning them over with his intelligence too. Michael is a soft-spoken politician, bossing his way to the top of positions without anyone noticing. His acts of violence, though savage, are seen as necessary to stop more violence from happening. He doesn't actually kill anyone but fakes their deaths, then sends them to prison secretly. A lot of Michael's enemies either went into witness protection or died miserably because they lost a fight involving firearms. Okay, you can't shoot me, I'm Batman. Okay, The Godfather, which is a Batman film I'll explain later. The Godfather 2 took a slightly different route from the first. Academy Award winner Robert De Niro portrayed a younger version of Vito Corleone. In this film, he is both good and bad, a mob king who ascended to the throne by force. Bang! Bang! When his mob boss parents murdered Vito Corleone, is forced to hide and plot vengeance against the man that took away everything he loves. No, Mama, Papa, I love you. Mama, Papa, I love you. No. So when mob boss parents of him are murdered, Corleone is forced to hide and plot vengeance. He finds a job in America and slowly learns the ropes. He hopes to achieve it all. The American, the Italian dream. Pizza, spaghetti, opera singers, white wine, white women, everything. Mwah, mwah, beautiful cats. I love it a lot. Vito starts a business as a conman, selling drugs and all sorts of illegal material to immigrants in America for a cheaper price. Get your illegal moonshine here, 80% alcohol, 100% happiness. Just keep it a secret and don't shit your pants, okay? Soon the young Vito Corleone, becomes too famous and the mob bosses are, hey, you're gonna pay tax to do that. The young Vito Corleone realizes his camp has spies. Some of his friends have informed the mob bosses running the streets about his presence. They challenge Vito to a standoff, one which, if he wins, could have him gaining a lifetime passport to do whatever gangster shit he wants to do whenever he wants to do it. Vito Corleone is humbled by the challenge and soon begins preparing how to win. After being granted permission by evil shamans, he begins training for the gangster apocalypse. An epic showdown between him and the gangster who is running things happens. Vito wins after carefully shooting him. Vito is now the kingpin. That song, which was sampled in Black Republic and by Nas and Jay-Z, well, it's played here. Dun, 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 dun. The significance being, when Nas made the song Black Republic King, it was, one of the major first times two rivals, Nas and Jay-Z, were working together. If you follow the theme of the Godfather, it's, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. In Godfather Part 2, Michael Corleone has to be with his enemies, including his father, his brothers, and he has to work with them. Though, he has to kill Fredo. Fredo, you broke my heart. That kind of thing. So it's, like you gotta live with your enemies, that kind of thing. Okay. So an epic showdown between, Vito and the gangster who's running things happens. Vito wins after carefully shooting him. Vito is now the kingpin. He continues realizing his American-Italian dream before returning to Sin City. Vito must avenge the death of his parents to gain full passage into the world of mobsters and mischief. Good grief, heavily set, beautiful mob women, the drug kingdom, come and give us our daily bread. The storytelling in this section was meant to get the audience to sympathize with Vito Corleone's position. At this point, the character Vito Corleone is in purgatory thinking about how things used to be before his evil son took over. I don't like my son. The drug kingdom was taken over by Michael, and Vito regrets it. Vito feels entitled to everything because he built it with his bare hands. He can't stand his own son taking over what he feels is rightfully his, and so he begins reminiscing about the good old days. I remember the past like it was yesterday. My son is disappointed me. But his history is cursed to repeat itself. Everything that happened to Vito Corleone, including running away after his family is killed, also happened to Michael. In fact, Michael maybe has less help in achieving his status as kingpin. His advantages are cursed as everywhere he goes, everyone hates and distrusts him. In many ways than one, that is what also happened to Vito Corleone. The Godfather 2, whilst not as good as the first one, is a masterpiece, a true bon appetit in storytelling.
Big shot's gonna give you what you want.
He says there's no chance.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
You know my father. The men are coming here to kill him.
Now you want to get mixed up in the family business?
I thought you weren't going to become a man like your father.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to break your hearts. The big twist. Michael Corleone is in fact, wait for it, drink your tea, Batman or Bruce Wayne. No, not this Batman shit again. You're lying, you're making this stuff up. Nope, that's what they told me. The Godfather is a strange version of Batman, following events that actually happened. Batman is a fictional character, but his actions are rooted in reality. Believe it or not, you see. Michael is thus Bruce Wayne. Vito Corleone is a version of Alfred. Fredo is Harvey Dent, two-faced son. Tom Hagen is in fact a version of Commissioner Gordon, a corrupt policeman but also a hero who helps Batman achieve his destiny in Gotham. The reason why the mob stories in Batman involving Sophia and the Penguin and the families, the Maloney family, the reason why they're so Godfather-like is because they are part of the same universe. The Godfather is thus a Batman film without the Batman superhero stuff. It's politics among us gangsters working with judges and policemen to achieve their criminal ends. It's the ugly side of reality that we don't want to see. We must watch and study these movies to learn how to navigate life and its various complexities, okay? Now, to speak about our main event, Wicked for Good. Academy Award winner Michelle Yeoh, Academy Award nominee ArianaGrande, and Academy Award nominee Cynthia Erivo star in Wicked for Good. The conclusion of the Wicked story. For me, it's absolutely groundbreaking and Oscar-worthy. The singing was heavenly and just so beautiful. I would give my Oscar for Best Picture to none other than Wicked for Good. Of course, Formula One with Brad Pitt was amazing, one battle after another. Sinners, Hamnet, oh my God, I don't know. It's gonna be hard. But for me, it is by far one of the best films of the year. In it, the Wicked Witch of the West, or Elphaba, returns to battle the evil Wizard of Oz and uncover his plot to take over the world. The Wizard of Oz had a plan to kill Elphaba or turn her into an ape that could then help the evil wizard take over the animal kingdom. In the film, the Wizard of Oz is at odds with animals because they are much more powerful than him. He feels talking animals could take over the world, rendering white men useless in second fiddle. He thus feels it is his white privilege to destroy the animal kingdom or at least weaken it. The plot twist is all the animals that he is fighting against were human beings that were forced to get transformed into beasts in order to gain recognition for their brilliant works. The Wizard of Oz promised them a life of eloquence. They could become professors at Hogwarts if only they chose to sacrifice life as human beings and instead become an ape or a god thing. God sent Elphaba on a secret mission to uncover this wicked scheme and save the animal kingdom from persecution. In part 1, Elphaba is a green ogre hated for her appearance but loved for her ability to do magic. I got the magic in me. I don't care what my papa says, I'm gonna use it. So for this reason, the head mistress, played by Michelle Yeoh, takes her in and starts a secret plan. What plan is that? The plan to ambush Elphaba, then turn her into an ape professor. Then I can teach the princess Galinda how to use magic properly. Yes, perfect. Galinda is beautiful. She can sing and woo the crowd, but she can't do magic. How? She's just not gifted with it. Her talents are more related to being a cheerleader or wedding planner. Pressure from her parents, who are sorcerers, are forcing her to achieve a dream she doesn't even want. They want her to be the next fairy godmother. Ta-da! She is tiny and dainty, doesn't love to eat because she prefers singing and acting than doing magical things. I'm magical with my voice. Eventually she chooses her destiny and agrees with her stepmother to ambush Elphaba. Okay, mother, I would do it, but I make sure that I gotta look pretty. Buy me some fancy dresses. They want her simply as an ape pet teacher. They want Elphaba to be a pet teacher. Get it? Teaches pet. But there is more to Elphaba than that. Elphaba is the chosen one. She's the one who is supposed to be the fairy godmother. But she's hated for her ogre-like appearance. Plus, she's a black. I mean, clearly her vocals are different from everyone. Like, you are green, but I know you're black. In part 1, Elphaba is bullied and mistreated by the children at Hogwarts. Galinda, her best friend, and the headmistress's daughter, and, they keep on conspiring against her. Elphaba has a heart of gold and forgives her. When a scandal involving animals being locked up for being too brilliant happens, Elphaba is tortured again and again. She feels she should do something to save the animal kingdom. So she finds evidence of the school's wickedness and writes a letter to the police and government. To stop Elphaba from doing this, Galinda and her evil stepmother make Galinda's father, the Wizard of Oz, offer a solution and a problem solved. He invites Elphaba to visit his kingdom and offers her to grant her a wish, on the condition that she should drop the criminal charges against the school. No more lawsuits for us, and you get to be a beautiful princess. Elphaba finally has a chance to be loved as a beautiful black woman, but instead she chooses to set the animals free. My wish is for the animals to be set free. No, you're ruining everything. She uses her wish to liberate animals from the clutches of an evil headmistress. Evil destiny. Destiny. Change my destiny. Once the spell is cast, she is tricked like you can't believe. Instead of the animals being set free, they are transformed into human beings with wings, and in turn, every human being is transformed into animals. The spell goes wrong. It was supposed to be only Elphaba who becomes an ugly ape. That's not great. Once this happens, the evil ape wizard asks Elphaba to have the spell reversed, but she refuses. Instead, she chooses to run away with the book of spells, and all hell breaks loose. Part 1 ends with Elphaba being cast as the villain that turned the world upside down. Why am I an ape? Why do I love bananas all of a sudden? My goodness, this is kind of brilliant. Now I can do cartwheels like George of the Jungle. George of the Jungle, watch out for that tree. I am a monkey. Some enjoy the animal kingdom whilst others hate it. Eventually, God returns everything to the way it was. You must learn your lesson, or else I will mess things up. So no more Planet of the Apes-ish. But I love being an elephant. I thought you said you were an ape. Yes, an ape. Method acting as an elephant, okay. In Wicked for Good, the whole world is ended. The Wizard of Oz has brought about a form of Armageddon by imprisoning talented animals once again. It's up to the Wicked Witch of the West, Elphaba, to save them. Throughout the film, she faces daunting situations. She's hated, ostracized, and painted as a wicked witch when she's actually a hero. The whole story is heartbreaking because the citizens of Oz and Munchkin Land don't want to let go of Fairy Tale Land. Just follow the yellow brick road and all your problems are solved. Really? Ask Eminem about the yellow brick road. He was punched there. The government paints Elphaba as a villainess because she is green and not beautiful like the white woman Galinda. In one of the epic scenes, we have animals being led down the yellow brick road and the Wicked Witch of the West liberating them. This is symbolic, showing you that sometimes the fairy tale that we think is true has to be destroyed so that the truth can come out and we can save the day, okay? The film is an eye-opener about racial segregation and even goes as far as questions everything about race. Do we all live equally, or are some of us treated worse because of the color of our skin? That is the question that Wicked for Good challenges to the audience. It's not a fairy tale wedding. It's grim, it's dark, it's haunting. Truly, love can win in the end, but it may require some wicked engineering. Get it? Get it? Don't get it? Forget about it.
Bring me the broom of the Wicked Witch of the West.
For a while there, I thought you changed.
I have changed.
It's time
For both of us.
to fly!
Because I knew you.
You're the only friend I ever had.
Because I knew you. And I've had but only one that mattered.
I'm off to see the wizard.
Beautiful. Love shall win in the end. We must fight the evil Wizard of Oz. The truth must come out surely. Okay. Truly, love can win in the end, but it requires some wicked engineering. I'm not gonna give it away too much. You just gotta watch it in the cinema. It just came out in the cinema. It's life-changing. It's brilliant. It made me laugh, then cry again before having me cheering for the Wicked Witch of the West. Oh yes. For this reason, I gave it a perfect 10 out of 10.
Alpha Throp, I know you're out here. Just come in before the monkeys spot you.
There's no going back. This is between us, the wizard, and I.
The Wicked Witch can't elude us forever. Not with Prince Fiero and his squadron hot on her trail.
No good deed goes unpunished. That's my creed.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. No one believed in you more than I did.
Elphaba. They're coming for you. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason. I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Think of what we could do together. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun. Like a sea drop by a skybird in a distant world. Who can say if I haven't changed for the better?
Bring me the broom of the Wicked Witch of the West.
For a while there, I thought you changed.
I have changed.
It's time for both of us
To fly! Because I knew you.
You're the only friend I ever had.
Because I knew you. And I've had so many friends. I have been changed for good. But only one that mattered.
I'm off to see the wizard.
And now for another film that I recently watched in the cinemas. Now You See Me, Now You Don't, starring Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Dave Franco, and some new cast members that you gotta study. Every magician has the gift of teleportation and telekinesis. They use them to create illusions. The Flash, or Barry Allen from DC Universe, is a magician. His speed creates the illusion of teleportation. Television signals are also a form of Barry Allenism because they teleport to a different dimension. Science and magic can be explained using super speed. Light travels like Barry Allen. We have got light speed, we have the speed of sound, but it's all just spooky science and stuff. Does it really make sense? Well, it does. And if you believe in God, you believe in science as well, then you can mix it all up. Why is this the backdrop for Now You See Me, Now You Don't? It's because a lot of people have speculated about the meaning of these movies. We have a group of magicians called the Horsemen. They are like Robin Hoods. They rob the rich and give to the poor. Well, sure, that is what they're doing, but there's always more to it, actually. They're just conduits of God and His Spirit, and He's trying to liberate His people from powerful leaders who've been doing a lot of Dick Dastardly stuff, the likes of Lois Lanes and the Lex Luthors. In part 2, we had Daniel Radcliffe or Harry Potter as their main villain. And in part 1, they were fighting the Paul Macrofalo, who actually turned out to be the mastermind, the one who hired them. You see, the Horsemen work with people that they don't always know, so they work using signals and through psychic connections. Due to the fact that the person they are working with is a secret agent working for the government that doesn't want to be discovered, usually they keep their information secret. In part 3, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, well, we find the Horsemen split apart simply because people don't like their art, and a lot of people have been trying to kill them and stuff. So Dave Franco, Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson have split up, and it's all for their own benefit. Well, what happens when they're called to save the world again? A South African version of Lois Lane wants to use diamonds as part of her scheme to turn the world into you guessed it, a Planet of the Apes situation. For some reason, villains always seem to be on that whole Planet of the Apes kind of thing. But in this film, it is hidden. They don't actually tell you that's what she is doing, but we should just assume what I'm saying is the fact. Well, so Lex Luthor's girlfriend Lois Lane is, trying to use diamonds from South Africa. Diamonds are forever. To, use it to power her magical machine that can turn human beings into apes, and then she can run the universe as the ape princess. Well, there's someone to stop her quest. The Horsemen have to come together again to battle her. There are some newcomers, some pretenders, some doppelgangers, and these are actually members of the Teen Titans. Teen Titans! We have Raven, we have a version of Robin, and also a version of Beast Boy. And they're planning to take revenge against Lex Luthor and his girlfriend. Well, the reason why I was talking about teleportation is that it really hit me. There was one particular magic trick that the Horsemen did that had me thinking, damn, these guys are quick. They showed how the trick happened in slow motion. The truth is that the Horsemen are members of the DC universe, and they are speedsters, much like Barry Allen is. That means they travel at super speed and can do so many things, and it looks like teleportation. Proof of teleportation, well, cannot really be verified in the real world, but we look at television signals. We look at the news broadcast on the radio, and we say, "Hey, I was broadcasting that in North Carolina. How did it travel to Lusaka?" Well, maybe teleportation. I don't know. The signal's teleported. What it actually means is the signal moved at a very fast speed to the point where it can leave Carolina and then end up in Lusaka in a matter of seconds. And the delay is because there's actually speed, of the speed of sound, you know. Like fast at the speed of sound. You know what I'm gonna do. You know how I call Blair so obsessed with the speed of sound? It's because it's magical. It's amazing. The speed of light, amazing. And let's just say Barry Allen travels at the speed of light. So maybe angels and demons also can travel at that speed. That's why we have God's speed. Because God, nobody's faster than God. Oh, hallelujah. Praise the Lord. God can travel at light speed and even faster than that. That's why it makes things happen in an instant. Someone that wasn't there appears. So maybe, you know, these are angels or demons that can harness the magic of teleportation, and they use that to their advantage. So the horsemen or the characters in the movie Now You See Me, Now You Don't really just have superpowers, and they use those powers for good and not evil. So in this particular movie, they must save the world by stealing a diamond from Louis Lane. This is a precious diamond that can be used to turn the world into a Planet of the Apes situation. So they trick her by, you know, shape-shifting into different gentlemen that look like her henchmen or her bodyguards, when actually they just want to take pictures, then steal her diamond. Oh my God. So weird, so strange. Do they manage to do it? You gotta watch it. It's still in cinemas. It's brilliant as ever, and I loved it. Oh yeah, it's been nice. Do not worry your favor. God will give you favor. Your life shall change up and things will be okay. Do not worry your favor. God will give you favor. Your life will change up and things are gonna be okay. I promise.
According to that card, for some reason, I need you.
Magic, I got the magic in me. Every time I sit on the TV screen, everybody's clapping. Now you see me, now you don't. I gotta save the world again and again. Now you see me, now you don't. My back against the wall, but I will stop the apocalypse from happening. I got the magic in me.
Worst criminals possible. She doesn't just launder money, she kills people. This is a chance to make a real difference.
Let's beat it, let's just rock around, rock around. It's tricky.
What's the trick?
Tricky.
A wise man once told me, in the mirror, in fact, never assume you're the smartest person in the room. Prove it. Diamonds are forever.
This is gonna be fun.
Let's see some magic.
The closer they look, the less they'll actually see. So carry on, my horsemen.
You got this, Jack?
Wait, don't you mean June?
Come on, this isn't fair. I've been picking locks since before she was born.
When does he start the lock picking?
Don't rush me.
He's got it.
Mind if I just, lead the way?
I think he loosened it for her, ultimately.
You always got a physical woman. She's a little girlfriend.
Still got it.
magical cinema. It's something I love so much. The end of my journey, I see the credits rolling up. Do I get it? Should I give up? Should I continue? My life is just like a movie. Now you see me next to you. I won't front, I'm the goat of this hip-hop ish. Do you like it? The flavor I give you, it keeps on changing. I'm here, I'm there, shape-shifted. Jessie Eissenberg, this is my social network. What is my net worth? I ain't worth ish yet. But with every freestyle I know, I'll one day will be walking on the way to the bank. I know the money is coming, I'll be filthy rich, give me some time, okay? Marlon Brando shall return. Cynthia Erivo, ArianaGrande, okay?